Hello and welcome back. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make the second of the 4 washcloths of the Ela Washcloth Set. So for this tutorial you will need DK weight yarn and 4.5mm Tunisian crochet hook with about 5 inches extension. So to start, we create a slip knot. We insert the hook into the loop and chain 47. We chain by yarning over around the hook and pulling through the loop which is already on the hook. So again, yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook, and you will make a total of 47 chains. Once you create your chains, you will start row number 1. So you will turn your chains around and you will work into the back bump of these chain stitches or chains. So insert the hook from front to back. Under the back bump, yarn over and pull up a loop, and you will repeat this for each stitch or each chain all the way to the end. So once you work into each of the back bumps of your chain stitches, you will then have 47 loops on your hook, and you've just worked forward pass of the row number 1, and you will then work return pass of row number 1, and you will repeat the return pass for all rows of your project of the washcloth. So we will yarn around the hook or yarn over and chain 1 or pull through 1, and yarn over and pull through 2, and you will repeat yarn over, pull through 2 all the way. So you will get to the beginning of the row and you will have 1 loop left on your hook. Once you finish the return pass of row number 1, we are ready to start with row number 2, and this is where we start our stitch pattern. This is where we start creating the beautiful texture. So we'll start creating this texture here. So the row number 2, we start with Tunisian simple stitch into the next stitch. So we insert the hook from right to left under the front vertical bar, yarn over, pull up a loop. So that's Tunisian simple stitch, followed by Tunisian slanted stitch. So this stitch is easy but require a little bit more practice, because we will be inserting the hook from left to right rather than right to left. Yarn over and pull up a loop. So what this does, it slants the bar or the front vertical bar to the right, and it creates this nice roof-like or triangular shape, bringing these stitches together. And we will repeat Tunisian simple and Tunisian slanted stitch for the rest of the row, finishing with an end stitch into the last stitch. So we'll continue with Tunisian simple, Tunisian slanted, Tunisian simple, Tunisian slanted, all the way. I'm now at the end of row number 2. I've got last 2 stitches left, so I will work Tunisian simple into the next, and then working end stitch. We work the end stitch under the last or the edge bars of the last stitch. So you've got 2 strands of yarn, one on the right and one on the left. We'll insert the hook under both, yarn over and pull up a loop, and that's the end stitch. You will then continue with standard return pass. So we will chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 all the way. For row number 3, we will alternate Tunisian slanted and Tunisian simple stitch. So we will first start with Tunisian slanted stitch and work Tunisian simple, slanted, simple, all the way to the end of the row. We'll work Tunisian, the last 2 stitches, we'll work Tunisian slanted and then an end stitch. I'm now at the end of forward pass for row number 3. So I've got Tunisian slanted stitch and an end stitch and standard return pass. Rows 4 and 5 are repetitions of row 2 and 3. For row number 6, we will work Tunisian simple and Tunisian slanted stitch twice, Tunisian simple stitch in each stitch across to last 5 stitches. We'll work Tunisian slanted and Tunisian simple twice and an end stitch. So we start with Tunisian simple, Tunisian slanted, simple and slanted, and continue with Tunisian simple into each stitch to last 5 stitches. I'm on last 5 stitches of row number 6 now, so I will continue with Tunisian slanted, simple, slanted, simple, and an end stitch and standard return pass. For row number 7, we will work Tunisian slanted and Tunisian simple stitch twice, Tunisian simple stitch in each stitch across to last 5 stitches, followed by Tunisian simple and Tunisian slanted twice and an end stitch. So we start this row with Tunisian slanted. The first slanted stitch of the row can be a bit tricky, so you can help it a little bit. There you go. Tunisian simple, slanted, simple. We are now working Tunisian simple stitch up to the last 5 stitches. I'm now on last 5 stitches of row number 7, so we are working Tunisian simple, Tunisian slanted, Tunisian simple, Tunisian slanted stitch and an end stitch, followed by standard return pass. Rows number 8 and 9 are repetition of rows 6 and 7. For row number 10, we will work Tunisian simple and Tunisian slanted twice, simple and slanted once, simple and slanted twice. We'll then work Tunisian simple stitch in 5, Tunisian simple, that's 2, 3, 4 and 5. We'll then work Tunisian slanted stitch, Tunisian simple and slanted up to the last 10 stitches. So we'll continue repeating Tunisian simple and slanted up to last 10 stitches. I'm now on last 10 stitches of my row number 10. So we will then work 5 Tunisian simple stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We will then work Tunisian slanted and Tunisian simple twice. So work Tunisian slanted, simple, slanted and simple, and an end stitch, followed by standard return pass. For row number 11, we will start with Tunisian slanted and simple twice. So work Tunisian slanted, Tunisian simple, Tunisian slanted, Tunisian simple. We will then work Tunisian simple stitches in next 6 stitches. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, followed by Tunisian slanted and Tunisian simple stitch all the way to last 10 stitches. So we are repeating Tunisian slanted and simple, Tunisian slanted, Tunisian simple across the row to last 10 stitches. I am now on last 10 stitches of row number 11. So work Tunisian simple in next 5, 2, 3, 4 and 5, followed by Tunisian simple and Tunisian slanted twice, Tunisian simple, Tunisian slanted, simple and slanted, followed by an end stitch and standard return pass. Rows number 12 to 13 are repetition of rows number 10 and 11. For row number 14, we start with Tunisian simple and Tunisian slanted twice. That's Tunisian simple, Tunisian slanted, simple and slanted. We'll then work Tunisian simple in next 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We will then work Tunisian slanted, Tunisian simple and Tunisian slanted twice. It's Tunisian simple, slanted, Tunisian simple and slanted. We'll then work Tunisian simple in next 17 stitches. We will then work Tunisian slanted in the next stitch, followed by Tunisian simple and Tunisian slanted twice, simple and slanted, simple and slanted. We will then work Tunisian simple stitch in the next 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We will then work Tunisian slanted and Tunisian simple twice, Tunisian slanted, Tunisian simple, slanted and simple, and an end stitch and standard return pass. For row number 15, we start with Tunisian slanted and Tunisian simple twice. So work Tunisian slanted in the first stitch, followed by Tunisian simple, Tunisian slanted and Tunisian simple. We'll then work Tunisian simple in next 6 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We'll then work Tunisian slanted and Tunisian simple twice, Tunisian slanted, simple, slanted and simple. We will then work Tunisian simple stitch in the next 18 stitches. We'll then work Tunisian slanted and Tunisian simple twice, slanted and simple, slanted and simple, followed by Tunisian simple stitch in next 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, followed by Tunisian simple and Tunisian slanted twice. So we do simple and slanted, simple and slanted, and an end stitch, followed by standard return pass. Rows 16 to 17 are repetition of rows 14 and 15. We are now on row number 18, so we will start with Tunisian simple and Tunisian slanted twice, simple and slanted once, simple and slanted twice, followed by Tunisian simple stitch in next 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then work Tunisian slanted stitch. We'll repeat Tunisian simple and slanted twice, simple and slanted once, simple and slanted twice. We'll then work Tunisian simple stitch in next 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll then work Tunisian slanted in the next stitch. We will repeat Tunisian simple and Tunisian slanted 3 times. So simple and slanted once, simple and slanted twice, simple and slanted 3 times, followed by Tunisian simple in next 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 Tunisian simple stitches, Tunisian slanted, followed by Tunisian simple and slanted twice, simple and slanted, simple and slanted second time, followed by Tunisian simple stitch in next 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and we will finish the row with working Tunisian slanted and simple twice and an end stitch. Tunisian slanted, simple, slanted and simple, and an end stitch, followed by standard return pass. For row number 19, we will start with Tunisian slanted and Tunisian simple twice, slanted and simple once, slanted and simple twice, followed by Tunisian simple stitch in next 6 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, followed by Tunisian slanted and Tunisian simple twice, slanted and simple once, slanted and simple twice, followed by Tunisian simple in 6 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, followed by Tunisian slanted and Tunisian simple 3 times, slanted and simple, slanted and simple again, and we will repeat that one more time, slanted and simple, followed by Tunisian simple stitch in next 6 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, followed by Tunisian slanted and Tunisian simple twice, Tunisian slanted and simple, slanted and simple, followed by Tunisian simple stitch in next 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we repeat Tunisian simple and Tunisian slanted twice, followed by an end stitch. Tunisian simple, slanted, simple, and slanted, end stitch, and standard written pass. Rows 20 to 23, a repetition of rows 18 and 19. Rows 24 to 27 are repetitions of rows 14 to 17. Rows 28 to 31 are repetitions of rows number 10 to 13. Rows 32 to 35 are repetition of rows 6 to 9. And rows 36 to 39 a repetition of rows 2 to 5. Once you work all your rows, including row 39, it's time for bind off. So row number 40 is a bind off row, and we are going to work the waffle stitch pattern bind off. So waffle stitch is basically the combination of Tunisian simple and Tunisian slanted stitch worked in alternated fashion between rows and within rows. So what we are going to do now, we are going to work Tunisian simple stitch first, and we will pull through the loop that we just created or we just made through the loop that was already on the hook. We'll then work Tunisian slanted stitch and pull it through the loop on the hook, and we will continue alternating Tunisian simple and Tunisian slanted stitch for the bind off all the way to the end, including the end stitch. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.